What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Zeoxys, the legendary one. Today we're going to be talking about stats in this game. Somebody asked me to explain the common main stats that characters will get and explain what they do and all that stuff. And it is a video I was planning on making, but since somebody asked for it, I'm gonna try to get it out as soon as possible for them and anybody else who's been wondering the same thing. Again, I am going to be doing my best to put out information for 2022 for new players who are going to be coming into BBS for 2022. It is currently 12:46 a.m. I was just on Genshin. They just had one of the biggest updates ever, and it was insane, very fun. I did get shafted on the ban, and you hate to see it, but we're saving for Yay Miko, best girl. So I'm going to be explaining stuff like Berserker, Bruiser, what they mean, Frenzy, all that stuff in this video. But before you get, make sure you guys subscribe and like on the road to 2,000 subscribers by the end of so let's just get into it right away. So before I even begin, I'm just gonna make the video out of this, but if you are looking for it and there is something like I don't cover in this game, you could come to BBS Simulator. So go to Google and search up BBS, literally BBS space sim or simulator, and you can go find a character and it will tell you what they do if you click on the character and you come all the way down here to attack, or not attack. If you go here to soul tree, right, you go to soul tree and it comes down here and it'll tell you what it does, right? But I'm basically going to explain it more deep in depth, right? So as you guys, we look at this red suit here, he has Berserker, Bruiser, damage inflicted at full stamina, Debilitator, Devastation, Frenzy +2, Havoc, Marauder, and Weaken Defense. So if we go down here, we basically got what it is. So Bruiser is increased normal attack damage. So obviously when you use your normal attack damage, you're doing 20% more damage. Havoc is increased strong attack area of effect. So what that means is the area for a strong attack, I guess, is more pushed. So it would be a bit 20% bigger, right? If that makes sense. So let's say I have a full screen, right? If I have a full screen, it gets the full screen. With Havoc, I'm going to be hitting beyond the full screen, and any enemies that are past the full screen of your original screen, I'm going to be also hitting them. That's what Havoc basically means. Frenzy +2, or just Frenzy in general, means increases strong attack hits. So let's say I don't have Frenzy at all. I hit once for 10k, I do 10k. If I have Frenzy, just like Frenzy +1, I hit you for 20k, right? So the number it is kind of multiplied by it. So if it doesn't say Frenzy at all and you hit 10k, that means you just hit 10k. If it says Frenzy +1 and you hit 10k, it means you hit 20k. If it says Frenzy +2, that means you hit 30k. So that's basically how it works, and so on and so on. So if they add Frenzy +3 and you hit 10k, it means you hit 40k, 50k, 60k. It depends on how much frenzies they want to add. Weaken Defense adds defense debuff ability to special move. Basically it lowers their defense when you use a special move, which is the soul bomb. Again, if you do not know what a soul bomb is, it's this big purple circle. So when you use this ultimate, it's going to lower the defense first, so you do big numbers. What do we got here? We got Devastation, increases special move damage by 40%, or that's just turn specifically, not everybody, but Devastation, basically you're doing more damage with your special move, which is the exact same thing I just showed you. Debilitator +5 seconds. What this means is that your ailments, or ailments will be there for 5 seconds longer. So let's say I use, if I proc weaken will be on an enemy for 5 seconds longer. That's basically what that means. Nothing too crazy, honestly. Marauder is not something a lot of characters have. That's why a lot of people were super surprised when Retsu got Marauder. But Marauder ignores what? Attack ignores enemy melee resistance and guard. So yeah, basically when you go to, like, for example, one of those stages that say you can't use melee attacks, it disignores it, right? So enemies that are not able to get hit by a melee attack or have their guard hit by a melee attack, Marauder ignores basically all that. So that's basically it, right? Full stamina damage, it means when you have full HP, you're doing 20% more damage in terms of all attacks, which is actually one of the best things ever. The only issue with this is that the moment you lose 1 HP, it doesn't have to be 10, doesn't have to be 20, doesn't have to be all your HP. The moment you lose 1 singular HP, you lose full stamina damage. So this is something that you might want to have on a character when you plan on manually playing. If you're gonna auto all the time, then this is not something you want to really have. But if you plan on manualing or doing it manually, then it's something you. Berserker increases strong attack damage. We already went over that. I think it's up here. Okay, no, yeah. So Bruiser increases normal attack damage, and Berserker increases strong attack damage. So Bruiser increases this, Berserker increases 1, 2. Not this, not this. If we go to somebody like Kenpachi, who has other stuff here, like he has, for example, we can go to the Brave Battle stuff too. Why not? Let's go over some of the Brave Battle stuff, right? Sprinter +1 just means when you do a dash, you're doing extra another dash basically. Flurry +2 is the same thing as Frenzy +2. If you hit, it's just with your normal attack. So with Frenzy, it's only 10k. Let's say you hit 10k and it's like Frenzy +1. You're going to be doing 20k with this, 20k with this, 20k with this. But if you hit 8k with your regular normal attack, it's only 8k no matter how much Frenzy you have. Now if you have Flurry plus like that's Flurry +1, for example, if you hit 10k for this, you're hitting 20k. If you have Flurry +2 and hit 10k, you're hitting 30k. That's what that means. So Flurry is for the big circle in the middle here. Frenzy is for everything else, basically. That's why I think SP characters are more cool than NAD characters, because they have more use, basically. Last Ditch means when you die, you come back with a certain amount of your HP. Obviously, Berserker we already went over. Poise negates stagger effect when taking damage, which means when enemies hit you, you're not going to be pushed back, which is very good. So how do I say it? Usually when an enemy hits you or you're hitting an enemy, they cannot attack you while they're being hit. Basically what Poise does is when they're attacking you, let's say there's like 10 enemies hitting you all at once, you're still going to be able to attack no matter how much they're attacking. Start barrier +10, it just means he has a shield. If he gets hit 10 times, he loses the shield. Brave Battle counter, it does counter attack damage. So let's say you have Brave Battle counter and somebody attacks you, they get countered with damage. Pretty simple. Ignore Brave Battle invincibility. If somebody has invincibility, this character just ignores it. Right? Prevents Last Ditch. It means they cannot come back to life if they have Last Ditch. Pretty simple. We go to Noelle because she has one thing that I know not many characters have. Actually, only 2 characters have this. If we go to this right here, that a lot of people actually do not know how it works, but I didn't even. So one chest bombardment increases numbers of special move hits. So it's kind of like Flurry and Frenzy, but just for special move. It hits more. That's basically it. Obviously, link slot means when you're fighting in a specific or power link slot, you get +5 more potions, I guess. Increases status element chance against power attribute hollows. I'm not gonna do it for all this, like this stuff. It just means when you see something like this, just this for right here, increases status element chance against whatever. It just means let's say you're fighting a hollow, right? It says like this, for example, if you're fighting a power hollow, you just have a 10% more chance of getting your ailment off, right? Which is like weakened. There's a 10% chance of getting it off, right? Nothing crazy. But this is what I want right here, because it's not here. This right here, a status ailment spiritual pressure boost by 80%. Basically, what that means is when you proc your weaken or whatever ailment you have on a character, if it procs on an enemy for a certain amount of time, you get 80% more SP, spiritual pressure, which is cracked out of it. I think Jinko has, or Jiriko, that's the name, right? What's the name? Yeah, Jiriko. He has something different. Multi-barrier means when you have a shield, you get 5 instead of 3. Pretty simple. I guess that was really it. Enhancer, obviously, that's something else important. If you see somebody with enhancer, it means if they have a buff skill, which you know they have a buff if they have this orange looking skill. If they have this, enhancer means that the buff will be there for 10 more seconds than what it usually is. And Aizen has literally hidden enemies. It just means you can hit hidden enemies. And then sharpshooter is basically the opposite of Marauder. Instead of being melee attacks, it's just strong attacks. Basically ignores enemies ranged attacks basically instead of melee attacks. So yeah, hopefully this video was able to help you guys with everything. Again, like I said, if there's anything I missed out for a character you just don't understand for completely, you can always go to BBS Sims. It's not even hard. You literally go to Google, right? You go to Go to Google. I search Google on Google. You search up BBS Sim. You can just BBS Sim like that. Click Simulator and boom. Click character at the top here. You don't get to see it, but you click character at the top there, and then you literally search up the character's name. Eisen. And boom. You get just click on it, and anything that I wasn't able to share with you guys in this video, you go down here to Soul Tree and you scroll all the way down here, and it'll explain what it is. Like I said, hopefully this video was just able to help you guys in general. Even though it does tell you on this website, I went more in depth of what it truly means. Because like you read something like what's it called? Which one was it? I think it was for Retsu. Actually, like you read something like this right here. Adds debuffs or defense debuff ability to special moves. You wouldn't know what that means, obviously. Just says it adds a defense debuff. What kind of debuff? Defense debuff. You know what I mean? Or something like well, this one is like full sound damages. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, just let me know if this video was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go head to sleep now. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.